Last 10 days are left for your VIT EEE 2026 exam, and in this 10 days you can still boost your score for the VIT EEE exam if you know some important short tricks which can help you to boost your speed, and eventually that will help you to maximize your attempts in the VIT EEE exam. So if you want to get a good score like 400 plus, then definitely you should know such important short trick which can save your lot of time. So if you want me to continue such type of short trick videos, then please do like this video. I am keeping a small target of 300 plus likes, and if the target is reached, definitely I will bring the next video related to the short tricks. Now let's try to see some type of questions which have already been asked in your VIT EEE exam, and we will learn how to approach such kind of questions in a quick manner. So this question is, if A is a non-singular matrix and A minus 2i into A minus 4i is equal to given as null matrix, then 1 by 6a plus 4 by 3a inverse is equal to. Now normally students approach this question by the matrix expansion method. So where they will simply multiply this matrices. So A into A will be A square, then A into minus 4i will be simply minus 4ai, then minus 2i into A will be minus 2ia, and minus 2i into minus 4i will be 8i square. Now generally AB is not equal to BA, in the matrices product AB is not equal to BA because order matters for your matrices multiplication. But in the case of AI, means if a matrix is multiplied by your identity matrix, then definitely order doesn't matter, it is equal to IA also. So here using this fact, we can write minus 4ai and minus 2ia equal to minus 6ia, and I square will be simply I. So this becomes A square minus 6ia plus 8i equal to 0. Now if we multiply this whole equation by A inverse, okay, so this becomes A, and this part will become minus 6i, and this part will become simply A inverse. Now simply divide this equation by 6, and this will give us A by 6, this will be minus I, and this will be 4 by 3 A inverse. Now in the question it was asked, what will be A by 6 plus 4 by 3 A inverse? So this is simply A by 6, this is 4 by 3 A inverse, and if we bring I to this side, then the final answer will be option B, because this was the required value which was asked in the question. Now we don't need to follow such kind of long method for this question. Here we can do this question within few seconds without even picking the pen also. Now for that you need to simply substitute value A is equal to 2i, because from here we can simply see the solution that A is equal to 2i is also satisfying this equation, and A is equal to 4i is also satisfying this equation. So if we substitute A is equal to 2i, this becomes your 2 by 6 into I, which will be I by 3. And this part will be 4 by 3, A inverse will be, so that will be 1 by 2i, and I inverse will be also simply I only. So 2 gets cancelled, and 2 by 3i plus I by 3. So what will be the final answer? This will be simply equal to I. So option B is the right answer. Now in this approach there was no calculation involved, we directly get answer within few seconds, but here we have solved, and this is more of a conventional approach. So you need to avoid such kind of conventional approaches in your VIT EEE exam, and you need to follow such type of short tricks. Okay, so in our VIT EEE 2026 crash course also such type of special short trick sessions have been conducted so that you can boost your speed. And also all the subjects video lectures have been provided in this crash course, which will help you to revise complete VIT EEE syllabus in the last few days. And mode of teaching has been kept English so that there is no language barrier for any kind of students. You are being provided with exclusive question bank for all the subject, which has been prepared on the basis of feedback received by our previously enrolled students. So this makes the course very much relevant for everyone. And also you get 10 full length mock tests and also the short notes for the revision purpose. And there is a mini version of this crash course which is booster course. So basic difference is that here you will not get the PCM lectures, and also instead of 10 full length mock tests there will be 5 full length mock tests. Rest of the things remains the same. And if you don't want to go for the crash course, you simply want to attempt relevant mock tests for the VIT EEE exam, then you can simply enroll in the set of 10 mock tests. And there are special discount coupon code available for all the courses. This will be VIT boost. Okay, so you can check the description also for all the special discount coupon codes. So after applying them, you will get the courses at a very affordable cost. Okay, so simply visit our website, which is www.10qchallenge.in, and you can enroll in your desired course. If you still have any course related query, you can call us at this number. Now let's move to the next question, which is, if A and B are the unit vectors and theta is the angle between A and B, then what will be the sine theta by 2 equal to? Okay, so first let's discuss the conventional approach which majority of students will try to follow. So that will be simply, they will first take the square of A vector minus B vector ka whole square, and even in the books such type of solutions are mentioned, but if you are preparing for a competitive exam, you need to know quicker methods so that you can save your time. So in this conventional approach, first they have taken the square of modulus of A vector minus B vector ka whole square. So this can be simply written as A minus B vector dot A minus B, because if you are taking this square magnitude square, so that is simply A dot A, है ना? So we are using this property, we can write like this. Now if we multiply this one, so this becomes modulus of A square, means magnitude of A ka square, and this becomes magnitude of B ka square, and then minus AB and minus BA will be simply sum up to minus 2A dot B. Now magnitude of A is given as 1 because it is a unit vector, so this becomes 1. Similarly B ka square will also become 1, and here A dot B, so dot product can be written as magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta, है ना? Now simply here if we take 2 common in the inside, we will get 1 minus cos theta. So this term can be written here, and if we use trigonometry, 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sin squared theta by 2. So this simply becomes 4 sin squared theta by 2, and if we take root both the sides, we get sin theta by 2 is equal to plus minus A vector minus B vector ka magnitude divided by 2. So our final answer becomes option B. But again, I will repeat that this is a long method. We need to think smartly, and we can approach this question within a few seconds. So what will be the shorter method? So shorter method will be, here A and B are given as unit vectors, so we can simply assume them as A vector is equal to I cap and B vector is equal to J cap. Now what will be the angle between I cap and J cap? So we clearly know the basics. Even in physics we learn that I cap and J cap represent, like I cap is the unit vector on x axis and J cap is the unit vector on y axis. So angle between them is 90 degree. So here theta becomes 90 degree. And what will be the sin theta by 2? So that will be sin 45 degree. And what is sin 45 degree? That is equal to 1 by root 2. Now just we need to check the options. So 1 can't be the answer. Now here if we check I cap minus J cap ka magnitude, so that will be root 2 by 2, so that will be 1 by root 2. So this should be the final answer. Now even D can be the answer because that will be I cap plus J cap, so that's magnitude is also root 2 by 2. So how to differentiate between them? So for that you can simply think like this, that let's assume the other set of vector, we can assume that both are same only, means A vector also equal to I cap and B vector is also equal to I cap. So in that case theta will be simply 0 degree because both are on the x-axis only, so the angle between them will be 0 degree. So sin theta by 2 will be equal to, means sin 0 is equal to 0. Now we need to check only between B and D because 1 and C option has already been eliminated based on our case 1 assumptions. So here if we substitute I minus I, so this becomes 0. So this will be our final answer because here I plus I will be 2I, है ना, and 2I का magnitude will be 2 divided by 2 equal to 1. So that can't be the answer. So final answer will be option B. And even using the conventional approach, we got the answer as B, but this was a quicker approach and can help us to save lot of time in the VIT-EEE exam. Now the next question is the image of the point 1, 2, 4 in the given plane is, which is 2x minus y plus z plus 2 equal to 0. Now what will be the conventional approach which was used by the students during the exam? So their approach was, equation of the plane is given, so dr of normal to the plane will be 2, minus 1 and 1, है ना, because that are basically the coefficient of x, y, z. Now let m be the foot of perpendicular from 1, 2, 4 to the plane because that is given in the question, है ना. So now PM is a straight line which passes through 1, 2, 4 and has DRs as 2, minus 1, 1, because that is a normal to the plane. So we can simply write the equation of line like this, because DRs are already given 2, minus 1 and 1, and the straight line is passing through 1, 2, 4. So that can be written as x minus 1, y minus 2 and z minus 4. So in this way, line is generally represented. Now if we simply take any point M on the line L, so on this line L, so we can equate it to some parameter R, and then the x coordinate will become 2r plus 1. Similarly, y coordinate will become minus r plus 2, and z coordinate will become r plus 4. Now this point will lie on our plane also. Why? Because the midpoint will definitely be on the plane. So if we satisfy by equating x is equal to 2r plus 1, y is equal to minus r plus 2 and z is equal to r plus 4, we simply get value of r as this minus 1, 3, 3. Acha, so this is our point M, but we need to find the point N, which is basically the image of your point P. So for that, what we need to do, we can simply apply the midpoint formula. That means minus 1, which is for coordinate x coordinate of our point M. So here we can write minus 1, 3, 3. So 1 plus, let's say we assume the coordinates of n as x, y, z. So simply 1 plus x divided by 2 will be equal to minus 1. So in this way we will get the x coordinate, and similarly for y, similarly for z. So the final answer will be minus 3, 4, 2. But again, this is a very lengthy approach, and you should generally avoid such kind of approaches in your competitive exams like VIT-EEE. Now what can be a shortcut approach for this? So there is one important formula also using which you can directly get the values of your xyz coordinate. So to find image of a point with respect to a plane, where the plane equation is given as ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0, and our point is x1, y1, z1, and let's say image point is x dash, y dash, z dash. So similar to the equation which we use to find the image of a point along a straight line in the 2D geometry, similar to that, this formula is there. So x dash minus x1 by a is equal to y dash minus y1 by b is equal to z dash minus z1 by c is equal to minus 2 into ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d divided by a square plus b square plus c square. So using this, we will get the values of x dash, y dash and z dash. But again, I would say this is also a lengthy approach. Instead of that, you can use a much shorter way, and even if you don't know the formula, you can solve this problem. How? So for that, simply understand the concept, what actually is happening. So here one plane is there, we need to find image of this point, which is 1, 2, 4. So let's say image is minus 3, 4, 2, because out of the options, one will be the right answer. So we can consider cases. Let's say if this is the answer, then what will be the midpoint? So midpoint will be 1 plus minus 3 divided by 2, that will be minus 2 divided by 2, which will be minus 1. 2 plus 4 divided by 2, so that will be simply your 3. 4 plus 2 divided by 2, so that will be simply 3. So this point should satisfy your plane. So you can simply substitute x is equal to minus 1 here, y is equal to 3 here, and z is equal to 3 in this equation. Just you need to confirm whether it is satisfying this equation or not. If this is not satisfying, you will move to the second option, and if that is also not satisfying, you will move to the third option, and similarly you need to check. So if we substitute this value, this will become minus 2, this will be minus 3, this will be plus 3 plus 2, and so minus 2 gets cancelled, minus 3 and 3 also get cancelled. So this simply gives us the answer 0, and 0 is equal to 0. So this is perfectly satisfying the given equation. So option A will be the right answer. So this is like kind of a short trick which you can use in the VIT-EEE exam. So if similar type of question is asked, you should remember such kind of short trick. So hopefully this video will be very much beneficial for you, and if you want me to continue this series, we are simply keeping a target of 300 plus likes, and definitely I will bring the next video. Okay, then let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care and keep practicing such type of questions.